Virgil. My favorite character from the Special Edition series. Virgil has been a long-time staple of the Devil May Cry franchise, with him being the twin brother of the series' main protagonist, Dante. Virgil has appeared in every mainline game in some sort of way, whether it be a cutscene in the beginning of DMC 4, being transformed into a Black Knight in DMC 1, or just being one of the main villains like in DMC 3 and 5. He actually didn't appear in Devil May Cry 2, but that game is a fucking fever dream, to be honest, man. It feels more like a side story than it does an actual mainline Devil May Cry game. And while he does appear in DMC 1, he is only playable in the special editions of 3, 4, and 5. And that brings us to the topic of this video. Virgil is fucking broken. I haven't gotten far enough into 3 to know how Virgil plays, but I've played through 4 and 5 with Virgil, and I can attest to the fact that he fucks. Like, he literally fucks. That's the reason Nero exists. Virgil is just so overpowered in DMC 5. Devil May Cry 5 is a pretty beginner-friendly game already, with Nero being pretty simple and Dante combos being a lot easier to pull off than in the previous games, but Virgil in this game is so easy to use, it's just hilarious, bro. And I feel like the main reasons for this is his speed, his judgment cuts, and his doppelgangers. In my opinion, Virgil is the fastest character in this game, and his ability to close gaps is insane. Like, yeah, Nero has the fucking, the arms and shit, and he can grab people, and like, yeah, Dante has Trickster, or Stingers, or whatever the fuck, and yeah, V is a character in the game, but Virgil is just on a whole different level. I don't know what it is about his moveset and his weapons, but they just feel a lot snappier and quicker than Dante and Nero. He's just more flashy in general. And also, it's like, he is very quick, but he also does a lot of damage, and that is like the best combination. Look at fighting games, for example. The fast characters usually have low health and do less damage, and vice versa with the strong characters. They're usually slower and do a lot of damage, but Virgil is just high speed and high attack. Like, he's the best of both worlds. No Hannah Montana, bro. Also, his judgment cuts might just be the most OP move in the game. Like, they have lots of range, they track, and they do lots of damage. I know the whole max exceed thing with Nero is pretty cool, but they just don't compare, bro. Like, I mean, think about it. Literally after every move or attack with Yamato, you can just teleport backwards and hit him with a long range tracking attack that does lots of damage. If that's not overpowered, then I don't know what is. Whether you're a low or high level player, judgment cuts are so fucking useful. If you're a low level player, they're incredibly easy to spam without reducing your star ranking as long as you throw some other attacks in there. And if you're a high level player, then the judgment cut is just such a versatile attack for the reasons I mentioned before. And while we're on the topic of high level players, if you're able to learn and master how to use Virgil's doppelgangers, well, then the combo potential and damage potential is just insane. Man, just look up some Virgil doppelganger combos. That shit is beautiful. I mean, Virgil combos in general are beautiful, man. I mean, look at this, bro. This shit's getting me hard just watching. Pause. Can you guys hear that? I'm not even... There's no ice cream man in this neighborhood. What the fuck? Also, being able to use his ranged swords while attacking adds a whole different layer to combat that Dante and Nero don't have. I mean, to be fair, the same thing can be said for their unique gameplay mechanics, but you get what I mean, man. This guy is just broken. The only bad thing about the summoned swords is that it is kind of hard to use them while attacking, but I don't know, maybe that's just me. I was claw-handing like crazy while playing as Virgil. I S-ranked every single mission in DMC 5 as Virgil. Every single one. I'll be the first person to tell you that I am not the best Devil May Cry player out there. I'm far from it, but when I played as Virgil in Devil May Cry 5, I felt like I was the LeBron James of DMC games. Virgil in DMC 5 is like a lightning bolt, just speeding around the place, throwing swords around and punching and kicking people in. And the same goes for DMC 4. Now, I don't think he's as overpowered in DMC 4 as he is in DMC 5, but he's still overpowered. Like, don't get it twisted, he is still broken, but his brokenness is different, and it's worse. In DMC 4, Virgil's a lot more spammy, but is lacking in his defensive capabilities, and that kind of works with the lightning analogy. He can just teleport around the place spamming strong attacks all the time, and spamming strong attacks is way different than it is in DMC 5. In DMC 4, not only can you spam more of them, but they also do a lot more damage. I saw a comment on Reddit that explained this perfectly. Rather than play precisely and powerfully, you are more encouraged to spam attacks and cheese the game in several other ways, even for advanced players. It's just sloppy and not how Virgil acts at all, nor is it how DMC combat functions. And I gotta agree with this. Virgil in DMC 5 has a pretty big skill ceiling with how many moves he has and how they work, but in DMC 4, a fucking bum like me can feel like a king. But here's the thing though, Virgil in 4 and 5 are overpowered, but I feel like it's on purpose. It's one of the main reasons to buy the special editions, and I feel like the Capcom developers knew this and focused on making his moves as cool and awesome as possible. And while this is fun, they definitely took it too far in DMC4 with them completely focusing on making his attacks as fast and strong and spammable as possible. This also applies to DMC5 to a lesser extent, but I do think they learned from the mistakes in DMC4. He has a much more rounded moveset, and while he is still easy on the normal difficulties, on the higher ones he does get a chance to showcase the full extent of his abilities, whereas even in Dante Must Die in DMC4, you can just spam his abilities. Cough, cough, wait, fuck, I mean, Judgment Cut. Jeez Louise, I'm dumb as hell, bro. I feel like if they could just make him a little less powerful in DMC6, then it would be perfect. In my opinion, he should still be more powerful than the characters in the base game, but he doesn't need to be completely broken like he is in DMC4. Also, his Devil Trigger in both games is fucking insane, but that's a conversation for another day. Also, people in the comment section, let me know if Virgil is also broken in DMC3. I haven't fucking finished that game yet, so I don't know. But yeah, let me know, bro. And that's the end of the video. Like and subscribe, comment down below your thoughts and shit. I don't really got much to say. We're pretty close to 500 subscribers. That's lit. Let's try hit that. This video I was going for a more, I don't know, I was just being a uwu XD type of dude. I was just spazzing around. Usually when I'm recording my videos, I do a lot of dumb stuff and I'll just start talking to myself, so I just left some of that in. So give me your feedback on that. Should I keep being dumb in the videos or should I cut it out? Because I do that when I record the videos, but I always cut it out because it makes my point come across retarded. Wait, I can't say that word. Anyway, as always, it's been your boy Julio Young, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.